in the mix, in the mix, in the mix. Let me tell you how it's going down. In the mix, in the mix, in the mix. Let me tell you how it's going down. In the mix, in the mix,
It's a QOC thing.
mix. Let me tell you how it's going down. In the mix, in the mix.
Here's this week's Spotlight.
Even introduce who we're going to talk, which we already told y'all at the beginning who it was. Let's give him the proper introduction here. We will be interviewing and talking to our very own musical engineer, Mr. O Soul. Shout out to Akila that's doing all these. Yeah. Before he even talk, let me show y'all what your boy be doing. Let me show y'all.
Let me speak from a place of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. For just a second. Look, you need a 70 or above to pass. Absolutely no excuses when you step inside my class. You can keep thinking what you want about a vet. I ain't clowned you before, it wasn't enough daddy yet, but now I will. You only call me garbage cause you mad. I done told you if you mad, you just gonna have to be mad. A grown man is decent and you indecent exposure. You are not the beauty in the eye of the beholder. I'm learning to live unapologetic. That increased the numbers on my credit. I ain't doing any more apologizing. This ain't what you won't do to knowledge. Let me talk to him. I watch you fall from grace like a backslider. I don't gotta look for worship when my power's higher. I'm a God and this is knowledge itself. Now if I'm selfish, well they tell me that my health is my wealth. You don't got the answers, you can't label me as clueless. I don't have to answer to nobody but the Most High. And you are not him. You were the last gen, has been, leave you for the underclassmen. I don't be knowing what y'all want from me. I ain't no dummy and you won't treat me crummy. This is my message for those veterans and rookies. If you don't want me showing up your headliner, don't book me. These people treat you like a local, not a hopeful. Never mind, some of the most successful were locals. I'm really not...
I'ma just stop that right there. Cause we just, that's bobbing. That's bobbing. That's
real hip hop right there, man.
Let's
That's real
say
hip hop. That's real hip hop right there, man.
we got the pleasure of getting to talk to our brother just a little bit more on this last segment of the show. So my first question is, how in the heck did you get into rapping?
6th grade. I was in music class one day and they were doing Name That Tune, and it got around to my turn and I couldn't name the tune. I felt so bad and folks were making fun of me in that class that day. They were like, you don't know this? I was like, I don't listen to the radio like that. And I wasn't listening to the radio like that. So it was right after that I decided, you know what, I'm going to start listening more and determining what I actually like about music and what actually fits for me. And year after that, I started writing. So it became fun for me when I found something and found a way that I could express myself as an individual, and then how can I make it to where someone else can relate to it.
So I got a question. So let the people know where exactly you from in Dallas, because we got places we from and stuff. So where you from?
Oh, I'm actually from South Dallas.
Okay.
Yeah, 7515. We moved out here in '93, right after I graduated. It was some family issues that we had to get taken care of, but it is what it is. I've been a part of Pleasant Grove since '93, so I think I've been here longer than South Dallas. So I'm claiming Pleasant Grove, but I'm actually a South Dallas native.
Already, that's what's up. Man.
Favorite rapper? If you could pick, I know that's probably hard.
Common.
But I kind of got a feeling who I think your favorite rapper gonna be, but I ain't gonna guess. I know it's somebody that's self-conscious, because when I listen to you, I'll think about like Andre 3000. You just have something that's unique, like its own thing. And this is what when me and Prime be talking about. Why can't music like this be pushed to the agenda for us? Why can't this be positive? That's why I always jam the themes to QOC, because they not only have the hard beats that y'all be looking for, the lyrics are what they is. It ain't about popping guns and pulling guns, because we could have had some gangster stuff in the mix, but we don't. Favorite rapper? Who's your favorite rapper?
Common.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can see that.
Common. I've actually had a chance to share the stage with him back when I was doing when I was DJing an open mic, and he came through one night when he was with Erykah Badu, and at that point I was like, you know what, this has been one of my favorites for years, and now I'm actually getting the chance to share a stage with him and shake hands with him, and he's just one of those dudes. He makes you think, but then you also are entertained. And I feel like he's one of those that is a catalyst to change the narrative of how this hip hop music sounds. You know, I'm one of those that came from that Common era, that KRS-One era, Arrested Development. You know, with Speech. Who else? Talib Kweli. I opened for Talib Kweli at South by Southwest in 2014.
Nah, really.
Who else? You know, just those people in that lane that actually make you think as well as be entertained, and it be from a standpoint of, you know, we don't have to talk about these certain things because that's not the type of life that we live.
Right.
You know, I can only speak on things that I know of. I'm not gonna go and give the audience a piece of me that isn't real. You know,
right.
if I don't own a gun, and I'm not going somewhere and I'm talking about shooting up somebody, and I know that that's not me, why am I giving that to the people?
Right.
Yeah.
That's not what the people want to hear. And the labels aren't telling folks what they're not going out there and they're not asking folks, oh, well, what type of music that you want to hear. They're not giving them that. They're giving them what they feel like the audience should hear, because it's what's popular or it's what's trending. I'm going against the grain because, like I said, we have to start changing the narrative.
Yeah.
So, what is your next move, and where do you see yourself in the next few years with your music?
So I'm working on a 4-part series, and I just released the first part of it back in June. It's called Go Where the Love Feels Like Love. If you remember the Kings of Comedy film, Steve Harvey said something in there, and he was like, you know, hip hop artists. The reason I don't like rap artists because they don't talk about love. And so my thinking was, and that part bothers me every time he says it. Every time I've seen it, that part bothers me every time. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna start changing the narrative. And we're gonna continue saying this whole show, change the narrative. If he's saying that he doesn't feel like rappers are talking about love, okay, I'm gonna put together something to where you'll actually see that somebody hears you and wants to be a catalyst for that change. So there's a 4-part series that I'm creating that I'm gonna try to have everything done by the end of next year, and I'm just gonna put out music that, you know, expresses some form of love. Because I feel like that's what we need.
Yeah. Great.
Me and Prime talked about this in the barbershop because he dropped, I forgot what song dropped while Scooter was getting his haircut. And we was in there like, storytelling is so important when it comes to rapping. We was discussing Scarface and E40, and then we were ranking them in the barbershop. In your music, are you doing storytelling, or how do you what's your go-to in creating your music?
It is some storytelling in there, but a lot of it is you don't want to make the music so preachy that you lose the audience. So you want to try to make the music where not only they can relate to it, but they can also, you know, sit back and bob their head. I hear a lot of folks, a lot of times when they hear my music, they're like, oh, this is music I can actually ride to. Well, yeah, go get in your car and let's ride and let's have a conversation.
Right.
So that's the type of music that I like to do, because, you know, it just, you want to be mellowed out. You don't always have to get in your car and go somewhere and you're all hard and everything. So at some point you have to show your vulnerability and let folks, you know, that, hey, I'm a person, I'm as human as you are. And you know, there's something that we can do that's different. I like doing stuff that's different, because there's already enough stuff that's already out there that you can tap into. I want to do something that you're not used to hearing and bring you into it. You know, that it's time for change.
And believe me, I'm a artist, you know, and all that type of stuff. I'm chilling out. I've chilled out, but I'm from the 80s.
He the next one, y'all. He next spotlight.
Hip hop ran through our generation first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna always be a part of me. I'm gonna always love it and all that. But what you're doing, and I just want to say this before we get into the next video, what you're doing is, in my book, is exactly what we need. Yeah. We need more people to come on back, because a lot of us done stopped rapping because of what's been going on with rap.
What's being accepted. Yeah.
With how it's been engineered and stuff. So we kind of fell back and was like, hey, man, because I'm not on that. So I appreciate you, because you can revive some of us with wanting to come back and put in our music what we're about for real and what we know and stuff like that. So I just want to commend you for what you're doing and what you're gonna do in the future with this hip hop thing, man. And I appreciate you, man, for real, man. Hot music. Everybody out there that's listening, that's looking, man, this is Original Soul. This man is on fire, got a message. If you about message music, man, he's one of them. And y'all need to get on that. Go check him out.
And there's some fun stuff in there. It's not all preachy. It's you know, I have fun. I talk noise too.
Yeah.
and it's stuff you can play around the kids. I got to a point where, you know, I don't want to put a message out there where the kids can't listen to it. So it's friendly for all ages. And, you know, if you feel like that there's something that you don't feel like they should hear, I mean, some of it they really need to hear, because it starts, you know, racism isn't learned. It's I mean, what am I trying to say? It's not
it's taught.
It's not something you're born with. It's something that you have to learn. So if you're teaching them something from a young age, they'll grow with that. Right.
Yeah.
So if you give them a positive message, they're gonna grow with that. And that's kind of how I want my music to go.
All right, that's good.
That
man.
part, I've heard it from Mr. Prime said it best. So I'm not even gonna prolong this interview. This is our spotlight for the week. Before we play your last video, he got many out there, y'all, but this is the last one we're gonna run on the segment. Can you tell the people your email or your social handle so they can go out there and they can communicate with you? Y'all, he does music. He can make your intros and all of that. He does all of that. So can you give the people your contact info?
All y'all got to do is go to www.originalsoulonline.com. All of my contact info, all of my social media handles, everything is on the website. You can also go into our radio station, M4G Radio. Is a link that you can go there and check out our station on there. We're doing a lot of things. We're trying to expand as far as our artistry. And the people that we work with, and you know, and opening up we're opening up our studio for other folks to want to come in and want to learn what we do, be a part of our team. We're not just a label, we're a mentoring service. So anybody that wants to learn what we do and they want to do this thing for themselves, we want to try to help others become better at what they do.
That part.
I'm not perfect, but together as a collective, we can get to a place of perfection.
Yes.
So we learn from each other.
Mr. CEO of M4G Radio. I forgot to even bring that part up. So yeah, POC was on there, and then we done restructured our stuff. So we got to get back with Oso to see what we need to do to get if nothing but in the mix rolling on that segment there. Okay, y'all, we're gonna play this video, and then we have done our due diligence with this. I don't know what my computer just did, but yeah, it's blinking over here. Okay, y'all watch this. You're not gonna want to miss this.
From a place of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. For just a second. Look, you need a 70 or above to pass. Absolutely no excuses when you step inside my class. You can keep thinking what you want about a vet. I ain't clowned you before, it wasn't enough data yet, but now I will. You only call me garbage cause you mad. I done told you if you mad, you just gon' have to be mad. A grown man is decent and you indecent exposure. You are not the beauty in the eye of the beholder. I'm learning to live unapologetic. That increased the numbers on my credit. I ain't doing any more apologizing. This ain't what you won't do to knowledge. Let me talk to him. I watch you fall from grace like a backslider. I don't gotta look for worship when my power's higher. I'm a god and this is knowledge itself. Now if I'm selfish, well they tell me that my health is my wealth. You don't got the answers, you can't label me as clueless. I don't have to answer to nobody but the Most High. And you are not him. You are the last gen, has been, leave you for the underclassmen. I don't be knowing what y'all want from me. I ain't no dummy and you won't treat me crummy. This is my message for those veterans and rookies. If you don't want me showing up your headliner, don't book me. These people treat you like a local, not a hopeful. Never mind, some of the most successful were local. I'm really not impressed with what you bring into the shows. Shallow attempts at copying everybody you know, and I don't know you. You don't know me, get what I give you. It's pathetic, seems you the one with the issue. They don't wanna work with me, I'm too complex for your complex. You'll take everything I say up out of context. I run the point on these MCs, the one versus battle where you need to think quickly. Shutting up the haters make you think I'm not friendly. Show up from out of nowhere, you're clueless of what's in me. Save all the chatter, here's the fact of the matter. When the smoke clears, I bet you I'm the one that's sought out. I digress, you second guessing it. Stay throwed off, there's no need to question it. Do the knowledge, bet your cipher ain't ciphering. Without ignorance, tell me who you enlightening. The same people try to speak for everybody here. Grain of salt is how I take it when you put it in my ear. It's a trip how y'all want knowledge to fail. They label me the truth and that's gonna always prevail. Look at you, worried about who they is. The real ones put this on repeat when they play these. Call me names thinking that it's gon' break me. Wasting all your energy telling folks how you hate me. I'ma stand on it till I turn 80 and reincarnate as a baby. I eat, breathe, and sleep on this daily. Keep being uninspired and lazy. I'm on top of my game and you need practice to play me. Maybe fading the black shuns you from the allure. You can unfollow me too and I ain't even on tour. I'm learning to live unapologetic. That increased the numbers on my credit. I ain't doing any more apologizing. This ain't what you won't do to knowledge. This ain't what you won't do to knowledge. This ain't what you won't do to knowledge.